Today we're going to be doing a prediction for the 2026 gubernatorial elections. Let's get started with Georgia and move westward. So in Georgia, this is going to be one of the most competitive states for the governorship in the US. We'll start with a tilt blue rating. I think Democrats are largely favored. I do think it'll be close. The prediction markets seem to agree with me on this. It'll be relatively close, but I think at the end of the day, it'll still be a Democratic victory. That's going to be the call there in the state of Georgia. Next up, we're going to head to the state of Ohio. Head up. That is going to be a tilt red column. Vivek Ramaswamy, I think, is going to do fairly well and well enough to win the election for the gubernatorial position. Nothing too crazy. Generally, Ohio votes red, and I think that trend will continue. I think it will be closer than usual just because the national environment is shaping up to be really good for Democrats. I think that will impact this race, but not enough for it to flip blue quite yet, in my opinion. And then we're going to head over to Michigan. I'm going to start with Michigan and Wisconsin. I'm going to put both of those in the lean blue column. The three states that are really crucial for Democrats to secure the presidency are going to be Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Interestingly enough, Pennsylvania is in the likely blue column. Definitely a reliable seat for the governorship in 2026. Shapiro has a strong approval rating. He's been doing quite well. So the fact that he can coast to re-election is very impressive with a likely blue margin. And then the other two states, I do think they'll be closer, but for the governorship, I think that they will both re-elect Democrats to that position. And then we're going to go to Iowa. Iowa, I'm fairly certain, will be closer. I'm going to put that state into the tilt blue. The governor election polls for this have favored Democrats as well as the betting markets. So we're going to put that into the tilt blue column. 24 to 23. Kansas is going to be, I'm going to call that for the Republicans in the lean red column. Generally, this state is in the safe red column, sometimes likely in really good years for Democrats. But I think that the most likely situation here is that the state will remain in the Republican Party's column, will flip to the Republicans by a lean margin in the state of Kansas. And then we're going to go over to the state of Arizona. Going to put that into the Democratic Party's column. Weirdly enough, I think Arizona will probably be more democratically favored than the state of Nevada, even though generally on the presidential level, it's the opposite case. But Democrats are most likely going to perform well this election, and I think any race that is really a 50-50, I would probably call for the Democrats just because they are favored to win the majority of elections this November with the national environment really favoring them. And I hinted at it earlier, but I do think the state of Nevada will be narrower than the state of Arizona, but both will go in the Democratic Party's column. In Nevada, the state has a Republican governor at the moment, the incumbent, and I think that he has a really good chance at winning re-election, which is why I'm just putting it in the tilt blue. But if I had to call it, it'd probably be in the Democratic Party's column. That is going to be the 26th gubernatorial seat for the Democrats, ending it with 26 seats for the Democrats to 24 for the Republicans. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.